Hello students, hope you all are well. Let us start our next video. All of you know the fifth chapter was going on according to your textbook Elements of Accounts Part 1 of Standard 12. Exercise sum practical full complete practical sums that still now I completed from last video. I completed the question number 18 of page number 214. Once again I want to repeat, page number according to your textbook, page number 214, question number 18 I completed. Now I will teach you the same page number of page number 214 of question number 19. Only one is left, that is homework for you, that is question number 20. By completing this today's video, I will complete the fifth chapter. I told you in your fair book exercise question number 1 is MCQ compulsory. Which one you will not able to know, that you can contact with me, or answer it is given at the back also. Question number 2, 1 or 2 line question answer, that I already explained, that also will write it. And practical, whatever the question sheet is given, that all these practical sums you will do it. Next video I will start the 6th chapter. Now question number 19. I told you before starting these solutions that each adjustment, now the stage which you reach, that 90% you will be able to do. The 10%, that means 1 or 2 adjustment you will feel little difficult. Like that adjustment I want to make you understand. For that I want to do the complete sums, so that you can understand the what is the 1 or 2 difficult type of adjustment it is given in these questions. I want to read the questions, you follow the questions, and I told you when you will read the questions, at that time you will take the pencil several times I told, and you will mark it, that if distributions anything is given in the liability side as well as the asset side, that also you will mark it, and according to that you will do it. The question number 19 of page number 214. T and S are the partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 1:2. Tapu and Shanu, that is 1:2 ratio. The balance sheets of their firm as on 31st/3/2016 was as under. When you read the question that time, what are the things are given in the balance sheet, that will keep in mind. Capital, T and S, profit and loss account. Whenever you are reading the profit and loss account, immediately it should be strike in your mind that this amount should be distributed to the partners capital account of rupees 48,000 to T and S according to the old ratio. So for that you write D, means distributions. Creditors 50,000, bad debt reserve 16,000, goodwill 54,000, land and building 3 lakh, machinery 1 lakh, stock 40,000, debtors 80,000, cash 40,000, total 614,000. How many D you got? 2. One each liability side and each asset sides. Now we will read the adjustment. In this adjustment it is given that they admitted G as a new partner on the following terms. The goodwill of the is valued at rupees 54,000. By reading this first adjustment, I cannot take decision whether he will bring the cash for goodwill or not. Maybe some of the other adjustment it is given, this goodwill cash you will bring or not bring. If nothing is given, so direct entry will pass. But this amount, if cash is bringing, it will affect cash account and partners capital account. If cash is not given, it will affect the partners capital account. So I am writing it here, the cash account and capital account if he is bringing, because I know that one, that last 7th adjustment it is given that G will bring his share of goodwill in cash. For that I wrote it here. Number 2, bad debt reserve on debtors is to be maintained at 10,000. Bad debt reserve, how much you are having? 16,000. You are having in your balance sheets 16,000. Like that, just now one adjustment we have done it here, that bad debt reserve it was little more, and that you have decided. So here bad debt reserve it is given 16,000, but according to the adjustment they are telling the bad debt reserve is to be maintained up to 10,000. That means more 6,000 which already you kept reserve, you will write in the revaluations account credit side, and it will affect to the debtors. So this adjustment will affect revaluations account and debtors account. Land and building is to be increased by 10%. All of you know revaluations account and building account. Book value of the machinery 25% more than its market value, revaluations account and machinery account. Value of the stock is to be reduced by 10%, revaluations account and stock account. Goli will bring his share, his capital equal to 50% of the net assets of the new firm. This is new. I told you one or two adjustment you will feel difficult. That is new one. What is given? That G will bring 50% of the net assets of the new firm. We have to know what is the meaning of the net assets. And whatever the amount is coming, 50% G will bring as its capital. Net assets मतलब होता है owners capital or owners fund. Owners fund is called net assets. That means capital of T and capital of S. These two if you add, which capital? Closing capital. Capital of T and capital of S, if you add whatever amount you will get, that is called net assets. And 50% he will bring equal to the net assets of the new firm. तो न्यू फर्म का जो जितना कैपिटल होगा उसका 50% से ही विल ब्रिंग. दैट मीन्स ही विल ब्रिंग 50% एंड नेट एसेट शुड बी 50%. दैट आई विल एक्सप्लेन इन लिटिल मोर. And G will bring his share of the goodwill in cash. That I already told. The first adjustment it will affect. And eighth adjustment also little difficult. It is like that already I have done previously. 1 second I will tell you. That T sacrifice 1/3 of his profit. This is 1/3 of his profit. And S sacrifice 1/6. It is not of his. Here it is given of his. Of his means multiplication. And 1/6 here, this is from means direct minus. That I will have to show you how to find out the share of new partner, that is Goli. Prepare the necessary account and balance sheet. Also determine the new profit and loss sharing ratio of all the three partners. Then I told you the 8th adjustment is little difficult. Number 1. The 4th adjustment also little difficult. Number 2. And that one, the 6th adjustment. Though you are getting that how many? You are getting 4th, 6th and 8th. These 3 adjustment you are getting little difficult. So I am solving these questions. You follow that one how I have done it. Number 1. First we will draw the format. All of you know in this 4 formats are coming. One is revaluations account, partners capital account, cash account and balance sheets. First, before starting the revaluations account, what you will do? I already told several times. You will write the balance of capital of T and S. That is called capital balance of old partner. T is 2 lakh and S is 3 lakh. According to your old balance sheets, you will get it from your book. And cash balance also you will get 40,000. These 3 balance 1, 2 and 3. These 3 opening balance you will write it first. Then we will do first revaluations account. But when you will do the revaluations account, that time in your balance sheets revaluations account nothing is given. For the direct effect will come from your balance sheets. It will come from your adjustment. Adjustment I have written it here 1, 2, 3, 4. That is second point, third point, fourth point and fifth point. These 4 revaluations account will affect. First let me start the second one. Second, it is given that bad debt reserve on debtors is to be maintained at 10,000. Here you see the bad debt reserve. Bad debt reserve on debtors it will be maintained at 1 is how much? 10,000. Bad debt reserve on debtors is to be maintained at 10,000. Bad debt reserve, how much you are having? 16,000. So now you have to maintain 10,000. That means you are having bad debt reserve more 6,000, and that 6,000 bad debt reserve is your profit. So it is coming profit side, it is loss side. So this is first effect. Second effect, it will affect in the balance sheet debtors. That will do afterwards. Lantern building is to be increased by 10%. Lantern building you are having 3 lakh. It is increased by 10%. 3 lakh 10% means 30,000. Lantern building 30,000 is increased. First effect. Second effect will go to the balance sheets. Number 4. Book value of the machinery 25% more than its market value. Machinery you are having 1 lakh according to your old balance sheets. And adjustment it is given that book value of the machinery is 25% more. This 1 lakh is 25% more than its market value. Market value you do not know. How much is the market value you do not know, but it is given indirectly that book value is 25% more. What will do? This is the working I have done. You have to suppose the market value is 100. If you suppose the market value is 100, then book value will be 125, because it is given that book value is 25% more than its market value. If market value is 100, then book value is 100 plus 25, 125. The ratio I got it. If book value is 125, market value will be 100, or if market value is 100, then book value will be 125. These two relations I got. Out of that one I know. That 1 lakh I know. 1 lakh is your book value, and we have to find out the market value. Obviously that 125 it is 100, so the answer will come less than 1 lakh. So when your book value is 125, that time your market value is 100, and when your book value is 1 lakh, that time your market value is 80,000. Now you see the 25% of 80,000, which is coming 20,000. 20,000 if you add, automatically you are getting. So now you got that your market value is 80, whereas your book value is 1 lakh. This is your book value, this is your market value. So 20,000 is difference comes. That means market value is reduced by 20,000, not 25. So it is given, it is here, machinery it is reduced by 20,000. That is your fourth adjustment. The first effect. Second effect will go to the balance sheets, machinery account. Next you are getting the value of the stock is to be reduced by 10%. Stock you are getting 40,000. That is very easy. 40,000 10% means 4,000. First effect. Second effect will go to the balance sheets, assets. So in your revaluations account, 4 effect were there. Well, 4 adjustment. 1, 2, 3, 4. No more adjustment it will affect in the revaluations account. And I have completed the revaluations account. Now what we will do? We will do the complete, or we will close the revaluations account. And if you add, you will get 36, and you will get the balance of 12,000, which you have to distribute 1:2 ratio. This is 1:2 ratio according to your old ratio of T&S. Revaluations account work is over. Soon after completing the revaluations account, what I told, the balance you transfer, otherwise you will forget it. So 4,800, 4,000 and 8,000, not 800, 4,000 and 8,000. So 4,000 and 8,000 revaluations account we have transferred the balance. Next, when we will do the partners capital account, that time we will start from the balance sheets, because when I read the balance sheet, that time I have seen the 2 distributions are there. One is the profit and loss account of 48,000, and there is the goodwill of 54,000. Profit and loss account of 48,000. This is profit and loss account of 48,000. 16 or 32. 16 plus 32 is 48. 1:2 ratio. So profit and loss account we have distributed, and that 18 and 36 is 54. 18 and 36 is a 54, that is for goodwill. There is T&S you have distributed. One is coming in debit side and that is coming in credit sides. So balance sheet's work is over. Next we will do the adjustment. Once again we will start the adjustment from the top, and wherever the effect will come in this capital account, there I will show the effect in the capital account as well as the cash account also. I am reading the first adjustment. Goodwill is valued at rupees 54,000. This is the goodwill for the firm, and all of you know that the new partner will bring cash for his share. Now we have to find out how much is coming his share, what is the ratio for the new partner, that we have to calculate. So to do the first adjustment, to do the first adjustment, before that I have to find out that how much share Mr. Kohli is getting. So 8 adjustment I have to read first. T is sacrificing 1/3 of his share and S is sacrificing 1/6. So let me find out first the share of Kohli or the ratio of Kohli. How will you find out? Now it is given that sacrifice by T 1/3. 1/3 of his share. His share is 1:2. 1:2 means 1/3. T share is 1/3 and S share is 2/3. This is 1:2 means 1/3 and 2/3, and T is giving 1/3 of his share. 1/3 of his share is how much? 1/3. 1/3 of 1/3 means 1/9. Of his share means multiplication. And S is given 1/6 from his share. It is given from his share. So we should not multiply. This type of sum we have done previously. So S is given 1/6 and T is given 1/9. See, the one is coming 9, another is coming 6. The denominator is total not same. We have to make the denominator equal. So what we will do? 1/9 into 2/2, which is getting 2/18, and 1/6 into 3/3, which are getting 3/18. So the denominator is 18, denominator is 18. The ratio is getting 2:3. So sacrificing ratio you are getting 2:3. That is for T and that is for S. Now what is the share for G? Kohli's share how much? Because Kohli is getting 1/9 from T and 1/6 from S. 1/9 from T and 1/6 from S. 1/9 plus 1/6. We have to make it a equal. So what will do? 1/9 plus 1/6, if you add, you will get 5/18. 5/18 share Kohli is getting. That you have to keep it in mind. This is the things which you have to find out. One, you need the sacrifice ratio. New ratio for all three partners. It is not required. Sometimes it is required, but in this question it is not required. You have to find out the sacrifice ratio, which you are getting 2:3, and you have to get the new ratio for the new partner, which you are getting 5/18. Now the first adjustment it is given that Kohli is goodwill of the firm is 54,000. Now 54,000 is the total goodwill, and out of that 5/18 share, whatever it is coming, 5/18 of 54, that he will give cash for goodwill. So goodwill value will be 5/18 of 54. 5/18 of 54, which is coming 15,000. Sometimes it may happen that question may come from your mind, sir, goodwill 54,000, why you are not writing in the new balance sheet in the goodwill of 54,000? That is not said. They said that one, you assume that goodwill will be 54, and on the basis of that you calculate the amount, and that much amount he should bring the goodwill. For calculations the amount of goodwill is given, but new balance sheet no need to write the amount of the goodwill. So goodwill is coming 55/18 of 54, which is coming 15,000. This 15,000 goodwill he will bring for cash. The generally be cash account debit to premium for goodwill. And who will take? That T and S will take. In which ratio? 2:3 ratio. 2:3 ratio, 3 ratio, 15,000 if you distribute, the T will get 6,000 and S will get 9,000. That is 6,000 and 9,000. 6,000 T will get, T's capital will be carried and S capital will be carried. T's capital will be carried by 6,000 and S capital will be carried by 9,000. So for the first adjustment you understand, then 15,000 cash he will bring for goodwill. Cash account debit to premium for goodwill 15,000, and that T will get 6,000 and S will get 9,000. This is called first effect. This is called second effect. Now the first adjustment is over. Second adjustment capital account is not there. Third adjustment capital account is not there. Fourth adjustment capital account is not there. Fifth adjustment capital account is not there. Sixth adjustment capital account is there. Sixth adjustment capital account is there. That will do it. Seventh adjustment also calculations for the goodwill already we have done, and eighth adjustment for okay. So only one is left, that is sixth adjustment. Sixth adjustment they are telling that Goli will bring his capital equal to 50% of the net assets. Equal to 50% of the net assets. Equal to 50% of the net asset does not means that net asset ka 50%. Net assets is 50% and remaining 50% he will bring. That's the meaning of that. Let me explain it. After that I will tell you. See the positions of the capital account, what happened at present still now. Capital account T 1, 2, 3, 4 credit, 1 debit. For S 1, 2, 3, 4 credit and 1 debit. So now if I find out the capital for T, this 4 if you add and this will deduct, that will be capital, and which will get 2,08,000. 2,08,000 is closing capital for T. Similarly for S 1, 2, 3, 4 if you add and if you deduct 36, you will get 3,13,000. So this is the closing capital of T and this is the closing capital of S. Now it is given capital for G. Capital for G, that 50% of T and G, 50% equal to of T and S. When T and S should be 50% and remaining 50% for G. This is the meaning of that. That is the things what most of the students will do mistakes. It is given that G will bring his capital equal to 50%, of the net assets. That means how much net assets will be there, that much amount G will bring. So net asset will be 50% and G will give 50%. That is called 100%. And T's capital you are getting 2,08,000 and S capital you are getting 3,13,000. Closing capital. Closing capital for T is 2,08,000. Closing capital for S is 3,13,000. If you add, you will get 5,21,000. 5,21,000 is the capital for T and S, which is 50%, and remaining 50%, that is also 5,21,000, that is G. So this is called T and S capital and this is called G's capital. The G's capital will be 50% and T and S capital will be 50%. Total will be 10,42,000. So now question you got it, that G will bring 5,21,000 as capital. So by cash account means cash account debit to capital account, 5,21,000 and 5,21,000. And if you find out the balance, you will get 2,08,000, 3,13,000 and 5,21,000. This 2 is 50%, this is 50%. Now cash account debit to Goli's capital account, that all of you know, cash account debit to Goli's capital account. So cash balance if you find out, you will get 5,76,000. Got it? Now closing capital you got, cash balance you got. What is left? Balance sheets. Balance sheet I told you, when you will do the balance sheet, you will follow the whole balance sheets. And the adjustment, particular where it will affect, that you know, from the revelations account you will understand, that you will do. And you will keep in mind that closing capital is coming 2,08,000, 3,13,000, 5,21,000. 2,08,000, 3,13,000, 5,21,000, 10,42,000. That is the capital. And in your old balance sheets, the liability sides, you are getting profit and loss account, it will not come. Creditors 50,000, no change, it will be as it is. And next you are getting bad reserve, that is adjustment already we have done, it will not come. In that assets, first you are getting goodwill 54, it will not come because it is already distributed. Next land and building 3 lakh old and change is 30, 3,30,000. Next you are getting machinery 1 lakh minus 20, 1 lakh minus 20 is equal to 80. Next you are getting stock 40 minus 4. 40 minus 4 is equal to 36. 40 minus 4 is equal to 36. Land and building 3 lakh 30. Machinery 80. Stock 36. Up to this you have reached. Debtors 80. And opposite side bad reserve was 16. But out of that 6,000 bad reserve was cancelled. So bad reserve you are getting 10. So 80 minus 10 is equal to 17. This another way you can do. You can do it. 80 you can write it here, and 10 you can write in the liability side. That also will be work. So either you can follow this one, or either you follow debtors minus bad reserve is equal to net debtors, or you can write 80 is here, then 10 is here. The meaning is same. And next you are getting 576 is your cash. And if you add, you will get 1092. Here also 1092. Working I have done in the next page. I think it will be more enough if you do the practice all the illustrations. Once again I am telling you, illustrations few I have done, because illustration solution it is given already in your book. So you read the questions and you try to understand, you put it the tick, the particular which illustration, which adjustment or which item in the balance sheet. If you do not understand, you mark it and you tell me, I will clear your doubt. All the illustration I have not done. Exercise, there are the total 20 questions are given. Out of that, more than 50% questions I have solved it, and remaining I kept it for homework for you. You try to do it. Even though if you do not understand, you will tell me. This according to your textbook, whatever the illustration as well as the exercise it is given, if you do the practice 2 or 3 times, I think you will not have any doubt in your mind. Even if you have any doubt, you can tell me. Apart from that, from your textbook, the illustration as well as the exercise, whatever it is given, that I want to do extra sums from my own sums or from own others book, which is the either from CBSE or ICSE or from Calcutta University books. Like that sum also I want to make you practice for your more knowledge. That also you will follow it, and hope you all understood. You follow the video twice. Before that you read the question twice and follow the video. Even if you do not understand, you will tell me. I think you understood. All the best. Bye. Next video I will start the chapter 6. Okay, bye.